Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Francis, officer 5,000 year Mayada camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025. Starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under committed to Yohana.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
All right, let's clap it up. Clap it up. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabbarakathum to the Akim. Yahweh Shema Alathon Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathim. This priest and officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah, with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland and in Baltimore. All right. Under Commanding General Yohana. All right. Tonight we're gonna go ahead and get this biblical law class jumping. You understand? We're going to talk about everything that's going on in the world. I guess we're not going to talk too much about the Super Bowl. I feel like that's been talked to death the past 3 days. So I'm going to try to get ahead of the curve. We got this yet another silly holiday coming up in this wicked place. You understand? With all of the stupidity that one can muster, you understand, when it goes into following behind the traditions of men, following behind, pagan traditions and customs, and how the Lord's chosen people are not supposed to participate in these foolish customs. You understand? We are not supposed to engage in these foolish traditions. You understand? Like, we have to understand that it's foolishness first and foremost. Yeah, like even from just a common sense standpoint, it is idiotic to do these things. But furthermore, at the forefront of that, we being the children of Israel belonging to the Most High God of the Bible, we are not supposed to be doing Valentine's Day because he told us not to. You understand? We are not supposed to be engaging in these simple practices that are completely vain and empty and stupid and amounting to nothing overall. You understand? And God told us not to do them because not only are they extremely ineffective at achieving what they're supposed to achieve. For instance, Valentine's Day. What's supposed to be achieved by Valentine's Day? What's the goal of Valentine's Day? No one knows what the goal. Have you seen any of the symbols or idols of Valentine's Day? What are some of them? The heart. What does the heart mean? Love. So Valentine's Day it's supposed to be about love. This is a custom or a practice that is supposed to somehow facilitate love. You understand? It's supposed to somehow facilitate some of the byproducts of love, being children and things like that, reproduction. Well, not only does it fail at producing those things effectively, but it's actually counterproductive to those things. You understand? Like Valentine's Day is counterproductive in your pursuit or your quest to find love. You understand? Or to find a suitable partner. The customs of Valentine's Day hurt your chance at achieving true love. Does that make sense? We're going to get into it, man. But first, we're going to get into the Bible, man. Valentine's Day is a pagan custom. And God told us not to do these things. We'll read it in the Bible. And, I know your pastor disagrees. Your pastor thinks that Valentine's Day is something very innocent to engage in, something very innocent to participate in. It's something that, we all should do it. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's for the kids, right? It's for the kids. The kids like the candy and the hearts. God damn, how many times will we continue to be seduced as adults by trinkets that are aimed at seducing or enticing children? Huh? Valentine's Day, you got your chocolate hearts, right? You got your those little hearts, those candy sweet tart hearts with the messages on them. what they say, kiss me, hug me, love me, candy, man. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy. Salakia, let's jump to Jeremiah 10 verse 2, and then the other one I need you to get Exodus 23. We don't got time to go over all of these. It's all over the Bible. The God of the Bible told the children of Israel not to worship other gods. I mean, damn, it can't be any more direct. You understand? In these commandments, in these laws. Who's got the first one for me? Aliyah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Do what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, learn not the way of the heathen. The heathen has a way of doing things. The heathen has ways. You understand? He has behaviors. He has a culture. He has traditions and customs. He has rituals and routines. You understand? He has beliefs. He has philosophies. Our God told us to learn not the way of the heathen. And it don't mean like what I had to do, coming into the truth, learning what the history of this silly holiday is. You understand? Like, you should research it. You should look it up and see what it is. When it says learn not the way of the heathen, it's not saying don't know about it. It's saying don't be about it. You understand? Don't what it said, don't get on the job training with it. You understand? Don't go root yourself in it and find out what it's all about, what it feels like to do it. Don't do that. But tune into these classes, man. The ISUPK has classes 365 days a year. You understand? Around the clock. You can tune it. Go to ISUPK.com. Look up ISUPK, any state or city that you're in, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Damn, they got these new things. Red Note, you understand? Bigo. Like we all over the place now. ISUPK. Learn. Get in these classes and learn the history of some of the silly traditions that we've adopted in this captivity, man. All right? Keep reading.
And be not dismayed.
And do what?
And be not dismayed.
Be not dismayed. Like, don't marvel at it. You understand? Don't be all in awe of it. Read.
at the signs of heaven.
At the signs of heaven. A lot of their traditions are based on seasonal cycles. You understand, things that just so happen in nature or in the world. You understand, like the sun rising and setting, or the seasons changing from summer to fall, and then fall to winter, and then winter to spring. They go and make gods out of these changes, these different things that happen with the stars. You understand, their alignment. You come up to damn horoscopes and all of the astrology and numerology, and Scorpio rising, and all of these crazy things, man. Keep reading.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
They are dismayed at them. They see changes in seasons, and then they feel like there's some god that they have to worship because the season changed. And they're so silly because they think that if they don't worship the god, then the season won't change the right way, or the next season won't come in. When that's all simplicity, man. You understand? That is simplicity at its finest. Read.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are
for the what?
For the customs of the people.
For the customs of the people. What are customs? Those customs are those traditions, those things that they that they love to do. They have to do it every year on time. These practices, these behaviors. For the customs of these people, read.
Are vain.
Are what?
Are vain.
Are what?
Are vain.
These customs are vain, man. These are fruitless customs, man. You understand? Here's the thing. They're fruitless customs to them. All their holidays, all of the gods that they worship, all of the incense that they burn to their gods, the sacrifices that they make to their gods, they're doing it and nothing's going to happen. You understand? When we do it as the Lord's chosen people, we're going to get punished for it. You understand? So they're just going to come away empty-handed. We're going to come away, you know what I'm saying, with some consequences. Does everybody understand? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Who got that next scripture for me, Baba Kashar?
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Salakia, verse 24, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 24. Thou shalt not bow down to their God.
Thou shalt not what?
Bow down to their God.
Thou shalt not what?
Bow down to their God.
Thou shalt not bow down to their gods. Now, here's what you got to understand. A lot of people read the Bible and it's just very simple, right? They're just very, they think that as long as you don't lay on the ground and bow down, then you ain't done nothing, right? Then I guess you're innocent. Well, I guess you'd have to rule out Christmas, right? Because for Christmas, you literally have to bow down and put those gifts under that Christmas tree. And your children have to bow down to pick up the gifts from under the Christmas tree. So you at least got to rule out Christmas with this one, if you're just going to take it literally, right? But it's beyond that. What it means by bow down, it means, like don't do the things that are done to worship that God. You understand? So if it's if there's some silly tradition in which you have to count down, to midnight on the last day of December, right? You count down to midnight, and then you got to kiss somebody. You understand? At midnight, you got to eat black-eyed peas, for good luck, right? You got to clean your house before midnight, because that's how you'll anger the god of the new year, Father Time, if things aren't in order before you go into their new year. Like, come on, you're bowing down to him. You understand? But a lot of us are out there, in the world. We smoking that damn weed, man. You smoke that weed, not knowing that you are that smoking that is a practice of the worship of the goddess Shiva, like East Indian god, right? You think you Rastafarian and all of that stuff and all that nonsense with your dreadlocks? No, you are bowing down to an East Indian god named Shiva. Look it up. You understand? That's it. That's what bowing down means. You understand? Now, what you got to realize is if there's a God associated with Valentine's Day, and there are practices and traditions and things that are done today in the name of that God, then again, the God of the Bible is against that. But we'll get into the history in a second. Go ahead.
Nor serve them.
Nor serve them. That's what it is. You're serving them when you do those things. You're submitting to them. Oh, this is what the goddess of fertility wants me to do, then this is what I'll do. Huh? Here's the thing. Even if you don't know anything about a goddess of fertility, even if you don't know the origins of Valentine's Day and all of that, if you go and you check off every box, you know what I'm saying, that serves as the worship or service to that God, then what have you done, man? You think that's innocent in the eyes of God? Huh? You think that God is just going to turn it turn his back on that? You think he's just going to permit that and excuse that? Not when you done sat here and heard this. Not when you just stumbled across this live stream. Huh? Keep reading.
Nor do after their works.
Nor what?
Nor do after their works.
Nor do after their works, man. They're doing that nonsense that they do. Keep reading.
But thou shalt utterly overthrow them.
You're supposed to do what?
Overthrow them.
You're supposed to do what?
Overthrow them.
Read.
And quite break down their images.
And break down their images. You understand? Now, does this mean you're supposed to go commit vandalism inside of Walmart, the whole damn aisle full of Valentine's Day decorations? You supposed to go in there and catch a whole charge? Huh? What do they call that? Damn, I guess there's degrees of vandalism. That'd be a hell of a degree of vandalism. You go take out the whole aisle. Huh? It's probably several aisles. You got to take out the flowers. You got to take out the candies. You got to take out the cards. You got to take out the balloons. God damn, boy. You're going to have some racked up charges on your hands, man. Don't do that. All right. What does it mean when it says break down their images? Anybody want to take a guess at it? Anybody online? Feel free. What does it mean by breaking down their images? I'm a one.
Would rebel be close?
Rebel, yeah, resist it. Huh? That's how you break it. You resist it. Huh? You don't worship it. You treat it like it's nothing. Huh? Treat it like just treat it like it doesn't exist. Right? Like you see those scary movies, right? Or those movies where they got like an imaginary friend or something like that, or maybe someone's being haunted by some kind of ghost or something like that. Well, if you just pretend it ain't there, then it goes away. Huh? Or like a bully. Right? A bully. How do you get somebody to stop bullying you? You ignore their attempts to bully you. Ignore it. Don't cry about it. Don't feed into it. Ignore it. You understand? That's how you break it. Everybody understand. You boycott it. Boycott it. To hell with your holidays. To hell with your hearts and your candies and your balloons. To hell with that nonsense. Sit it out. Now it doesn't exist. And now that it doesn't exist to you, it's broken. It's a nothing to you. You understand? It is shattered. You brothers out there, you really want to do something about it. I tell you what, get in all black. You really want to break Valentine's Day? Get in all black. Get in these classes. A year from now, you'll be teaching a class on the stupidity of Valentine's Day. And you'll help ruin this holiday for everybody you know. You'll help ruin Christmas and their idols. You'll help ruin Christianity, right? With their idols, with that cross and their pictures of white Jesus. You'll destroy all of that. You'll break it by rejecting it and then teaching against it. Everybody understand? All right. We're going to move on, man. Let's get into the history of it, Baba Kasha. Aliyah, you got that link I sent? Or Amawan, either one of y'all is too wild. I really don't want to spend too much time on the history of it, but, people might not understand that, that this is a pagan holiday, right? This is a holiday of poor farming people who are, you know, very superstitious, and they just crave something to worship that is not the God of the Bible. So they come up with other gods, right? And they suspend themselves in the belief that if I do this, then the God of this will bless me with whatever it is they're the God of. All right. Whoever's got it first, go ahead, just start reading.
All right. The pagan origins of Valentine's Day.
Go ahead.
Valentine's Day originates from the ancient Roman festival.
From the what?
The ancient Roman festival.
From the what?
The ancient Roman festival.
The ancient Roman festival. This is a ancient custom of the Romans. Everybody understand? I mean, damn, if you're not a Roman, then you should really you should really you should by default after be like, okay, I'm not Roman, so to hell with it. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not for me. Israelites are not Romans. Everybody understand? There was a difference between the Israelites and the Romans. God did not choose the Romans. God chose the children of Israel. Told us to not be like the Romans. Yet this is a Roman tradition. Everybody understand? I don't know how Christians do it, man. Go ahead. What is it called?
Lupercalia.
Lupercalia, okay? All right, so there's this Roman festival called Lupercalia. When is it celebrated?
Celebrated on February 13th through 15th.
So they would have like a little date range that this would take place. You understand? Between February 13th and 15th. It was probably a multi-day situation. You understand? From the start of it to the end of it. And it's going to get into some of it. Go ahead, keep reading.
This fertility festival.
A what?
Fertility festival.
A what?
Fertility festival.
A fertility festival. This is a festival that's all about fertility. Fertility. The ancient Romans had this practice about fertility. Does Valentine's Day today have anything to do with fertility? Alayaha. Khan, please explain.
A lot of babies.
Yeah, we know how babies get made. Everybody's understanding that. Some brother knows he can go try to do the activities that make babies for a damn for a rose and a Kit Kat bar. He can go make a baby with some lonely sister with a damn balloon and a piece of candy. All right, fertility. Go ahead. Festival
Was dedicated to Lupercus.
Lupercus, read.
A god associated with shepherds and fertility.
A god associated with shepherds and fertility. So it's about so when you think back then, fertility, you got to think about fertility kind of like in multiple branches, right? They were very agricultural back in the day. It wasn't no damn stockbrokers, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no IT guys, you know what I'm saying? There weren't any, you know what I'm saying? That there weren't, people getting rich off of, selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. I said eBay. Does anybody shop on eBay anymore? No, so their livelihood was dependent on agriculture, right? So with farming and agriculture, you've got the ground. You want the soil to be fertile. Why do you want the soil to be fertile? I'm a one. So right, because you want the crops to grow in abundance. You understand? So if there's a God that I can worship that'll make these crops grow in abundance, damn it, and my livelihood depends on my crops growing good, I'm going to do it. No matter how silly the act may be, if it'll bring about so good crops or a good harvest, I'm going to do it. It's superstition. You understand? But then you also have cattle, right? You have goats and you have, things like that, and sheep. Okay, so you also want those animals to be fertile. Why? Aliyah.
So they can make more
Yeah, so you can have more goats. More goats and more sheep equal more money, right? More economy for you and yours. So if there's a God that I can worship that'll see to it that I get more crops and more animals, I mean, damn, where's the line? Huh? Where's the line? If this means I got to put a Christmas tree in my house, I'll do it. You understand? If this means I got to stay up till midnight and kiss somebody, you know what I mean, on New Year's Eve, then I'll do it. I got to eat some black-eyed peas, I'll do it. You understand? I got to hide some Easter eggs, I'll do it. Read. Well, Salaki, hold on, Salaki. The other fertility is the one that we more so run into today, and that's the fertility of these thirsty sisters. You understand? Now, I won't say thirsty sisters. I'll say these unsuspecting brothers and sisters who don't seem to realize what happens when men and women engage with each other. You understand? How many accidental fertilities will happen on the Valentine's night. You understand? All right. Go ahead, keep reading. You could skip the priests, write down the priests. It's one line down, literally.
Priests called Luperci sacrifice goats and use their hide to whip women.
They did what? They sacrifice
goats and use their hide to whip women.
Okay, I gotta give you a little bit more backstory on this, right? So Rome, Rome is believed to have been Rome gets its name from this legend of these twins that were born named Romulus and Remus. Okay, and these twins, there was a king in the land that wanted these twins killed. But some servant took the twins, put them in the basket, floated them down the water, right? Floated them down the river. And then a she-wolf finds Romulus and Remus floating down the water. She takes them out of the water and she suckles them. Anybody know what it means? Like what I mean by that? Like she breastfeeds Romulus and Remus. And she raises them until, you know, they're big enough and strong enough. And you know, somebody came and found them and raised them up the rest of the way. You understand? But they ended up founding Rome. All right. Now, the cave that the she-wolf raised Romulus and Remus in was, was believed to be so special and holy. You understand? It was a sacred place for the Romans. So they had priests that were responsible for going to this cave around February 13th through the 15th. And they would go in there and they would kill a goat. What's that, a goat or a lamb? A goat. They'd kill a goat. Salak, they'd unalive a goat. They would go unalive the goat and they would take the blood of the goat. And they would take strips of the goat's skin or its hide, and they would dip it in the blood. They would emerge from the cave, and they would go through the town. Salaki, you can go ahead and pick up from there. They sacrificed the goats. Go ahead.
And use their hide to whip women.
To do what?
To whip women.
To whip women, all right? Now, it's a little bit more involved than that. They would go and they take these, think of like a mop almost. Think of like a mop. They would go and take these blood dripped hides and go through the town and they would like sprinkle it on the fields. You understand? Sprinkle it on the animals. And the women would be the ones that would come out like, yo, I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for love. Right? I'm looking for love, you know? So let me get some of that blood. All right. Get some of that fertility, you know, water, stuff on me. So they would come and they'd be all for it, and they just letting them have it. Boom, boom, boom. Right, and that's how they would get the party started, man. Now, here we go. Right. Well, go ahead and read the rest of that.
Believing it increased fertility.
Yeah, they believed it increased fertility. Now, again, it ain't just about having a baby to these women. You understand? They want the catalyst or the conduit to them having a baby. They want a man. You understand? They want a man. All right, read.
During the festival, men and women were paired randomly.
They were what?
Were paired randomly.
They were paired randomly. You understand? So what they would do is they would take and put like different men in the town and different eligible women in the town, and they would put their names in a bucket. You understand? And they would just pick names out of the bucket, you know. And there you go. You two are gonna be together tonight. You understand? Not thinking anything about compatibility, not thinking anything about chemistry. You understand? Just nope. This is it. Picking your name out of a hat, which is absolutely that's a bad way to live. You understand? That is not a practice that you find in the Bible. You understand? Amongst Israelite culture, we do not do that. You understand? A man and a woman have to, you know what I'm saying? They court each other. You know what I'm saying? They agree to court each other, and they kind of make it work out if they so choose to. If they don't want to, then they don't. You understand? It's not. It isn't no random assignment where you have to be with you. Some of you fake Israelite groups do that nonsense. Them purple cats, they will make a woman be with a man. You understand? You got no choice in the matter, and they'll make a man be with a woman. You got no choice. You're doing it, and that's Roman tradition. That's Roman customs. That's against the God of the Bible, man. And again, they'd be together, man. They would be together, and this would happen. A couple other aspects of it is what this would oftentimes lead to are big Diddy parties. You understand? These festivals would ultimately would turn into a big Diddy. What they call them? A Diddy, not Diddy parties. What they call them? Freak offs. It could turn into a damn freak off. Valentine's Day, a freak off. Is it much different? Is it much different today? Yeah, still got some comparisons to it. You know, when they were going through the town, another part I left out is they would be doing it naked. They'd be no clothing. You know what I mean? They'd be naked, running around doing the most. You understand? Like, come on, man. This is their culture. This is idiotic, man. No wonder the God of the Bible is against us looking at other nations and saying, damn, I want to do what they do. Come on, man. We got to have a little bit more maturity. We got to have a little bit more wisdom and how we conduct ourselves, man. Well, then you know what happened, right? You could go ahead and read the next line, and this is going to be really highlight everything.
In the 5th century, Pope Gelasius I replaced Lupercalia with St. Valentine's Day.
All right, so just like the Christian church loves to do, the Christian church envies the world. The Christian church wants to be so much a part of the world and do the things that the world does. They'll take and they'll change the name of it, but keep the same spirit of it. They'll keep the same theme of it. So they'd say, all right, we're not calling it Lupercalia. You know what I mean? We're not calling it Lupercalia. We're going to call it St. Valentine's Day. Read.
Associating it with a martyred priest named Valentine.
Okay, so a martyred priest. So there's allegedly was this priest who would during this time of war, men weren't allowed to get married to women because if men got married to women, then the men weren't sent to war. They weren't as effective soldiers if they were booed up. You understand? If they on the battlefield worried about getting back home to Alicia, then you know, he might tuck tail and, you know, go hide somewhere instead of laying it all on the line. So they had outlawed weddings, you know what I'm saying, and marriages, but this priest was secretly performing weddings, marriage ceremonies for guys that wanted to get married. You understand? So they were getting married anyway. So they ended up throwing his behind in jail. While he's in jail, he ends up in a relationship with the what do you call it? The warden's daughter. The warden's daughter falls in love with him, and her, and they exchanged these letters and all of that stuff, and he would sign it, blah, 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 your Valentine. You understand? And that's why today the whole tradition is, you know, the guy's supposed to ask the girl, will you be my Valentine? And she rejects him and he shoots up the school. Just kidding. You know what I'm saying? But that's where Salakia. But that's where it comes from. That's where that whole Valentine things, be my Valentine, comes from. All right. So that's going on with that. But again, it's still got a lot of the same customs, right? It's the same spirit, right? These thirsty sisters want a man. We're going to get into some of the well, let me get the book of Jeremiah real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. You got that? Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Before I formed thee.
Before what?
Before I formed
Before
thee.
what?
Before I formed thee.
Before I formed thee. You understand? Well, read.
In the belly.
Where?
In the belly.
Where?
In the belly.
We get formed in the belly. You understand that? God ordains our that reaction to a man and a woman, you know, doing the deed. You understand? Like God says, you know what? Yeah, we're going to make a baby here. And it's done. It has nothing to do with goats. It has nothing to do with blood. Has nothing to do with getting slapped with bloody goat hides. You understand? Like that's not how babies are made. That's not how fertility works. Everybody understand? All right. You could actually drop that. Go up to yeah. We just that. I mean, that's just enough. You understand? That's enough for that. For time's sake. Let's get into how counterproductive this nonsense is. Right. Materialism. Valentine's Day promotes materialism, man. Anybody can anybody validate that? How does Valentine's Day promote materialism? Aliyah?
You usually gotta buy a certain amount of gifts to show how much you love that person.
Yeah, you gotta buy that woman a certain amount of gifts to show her how much you love her. Huh? Is that problematic? Do I have to sit here and explain how utilizing materials to express love and demanding materials as an expression of love could be toxic in a relationship? I got to break that down today, huh? I mean, unless there is some maybe elementary school kids don't know that yet. I don't know. Maybe they do. He giving up, giving his, chocolate milk and his, his little lunch snacks to a little girl or whatever. And, the next day she wants the snacks and the sandwich. Then the next day she wants the snacks, the sandwich, and the juice. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. When does it stop? You know? Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna send this to you so you can read it. All right. I'm gonna send it to you. Give me 2 seconds. Salakia. 2 seconds. I'm gonna just share this to the group real quick. Should be able to read that off for me, Baba Kasha. All right. It's a whole list of Just look up some of the consequences of Valentine's Day. Go through that list and try to tell me that that's not pretty much the nature of every toxic relationship you've ever been in or that you know about. I'm a one. You go ahead, read one of them. Read number 2, Baba Kasha.
Creates unrealistic expectations.
Creates unrealistic expectations, man. Read.
Number 3.
No, read the bottom of number 2.
Media pressures couples to meet idealized romantic standards.
Yeah. Now you telling me that that's not an issue? Huh? That sister on social media looking at what everybody else gets, looking at what everybody else, all her friends got, you know what I'm saying, for Valentine's Day from their boyfriend or their husband or their sugar daddy. You understand? Like from their zaddy or whoever is simple enough to pay them, for their love. Sitting there looking at them, and then she's got to look at, well, what'd you give me? Huh? What'd you give me? And then it really gets problematic when they go and look at these damn celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like they oh, he got me a new Maserati for Valentine's Day. Oh, he got me a house for Valentine's. Oh, he took me to the Bahamas for Valentine's Day. And now you stacking up what your 3 little roses ain't so moving now, are they? They're not tear jerkers now that you done seen what Dwayne Wade got Gabrielle Union, is it? Huh? Come on, man. Yeah, it's unreal expectations. Go ahead and read number 3.
Encourages superficial love.
Yeah, go ahead. Read number 4.
Fuels comparison culture.
That's right back to the same thing, that comparison culture. Now, how much you love this woman isn't measured based on your commitment to her. It isn't based on you being willing to die for her and take a bullet for her and to fight someone that's trying to harm her. You understand? And to defend her and to lead her and to take on all her problems and give her none of yours. That it's not predicated on it. That's not what she measures your love for her with. It's what'd you get me for Valentine's Day? I mean, come on. This is go ahead, read number 5.
Increases financial burden.
This is getting real commonsensical here. That increase in the financial burden, that's that whole situation where, goddamn, what's the number one of the main reasons why couples, get divorced? One of the main reasons is for finances. You understand? It's hard enough to make it as is, but damn, trying to make it with bread is, without money is a whole nother thing. Y'all struggling, you late on the bills, huh? You living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, the door is open for you two to just walk the hell out on each other. You understand? And to just call it quits. Well, this is irresponsible to go trying to keep up with the Joneses on Valentine's Day. And damn it, you don't even got. It's not even just about keeping up with the Joneses, damn it. You got to outdo yourself every year. You understand? But by the basic rules of Valentine's Day, if you do less than what you did the previous year, then that means you love her less. You understand? If you got her 12 roses last year, you can't get her 12 roses this year. You can't get her 6 roses this year. You have to do more this time around. it's exponentially disastrous. You understand? Because it can get out of hand real fast, man. All right. Damn. What? Let's talk about some. Go ahead. Read number 6. Read number 6.
Pressures singles unnecessarily.
Yeah, and that's it too. It's a wicked time of year because there are sisters who might not really be in position to be with a man right now, but the peer pressure that they're going to feel, again, looking at all their friends and all the displays of so-called love with their little chocolate boxes and all of the balloons and the cards and all of the Facebook posts about my love, my queen. You understand? All this goofy nonsense. Them sisters are going to start to feel a sense of loneliness. Where are my balloons? Who's going to give me chocolate? Who's going to do a Facebook post telling the world how much they love me on today? When today's the day that everybody who's in love is supposed to declare it publicly today. Huh? They're supposed to send them flowers to my job so I can, get them and say, oh, he did this for me. They're going to start to feel lonely. And then what a lonely woman will do is she could become desperate. You understand? She could become desperate and she could settle. You understand? She could settle. She could do things to satisfy that sense of loneliness. She could do things to try to extinguish the fire of being alone, even if that means just a one night thing. I just don't want to be alone tonight. I don't want to be the only one in the world that is alone tonight. Everybody on Facebook is with somebody and I'm alone. I'll meet up with anybody who will give me a balloon. Like damn it. Freaking Pennywise. And some of y'all gonna get it. You understand? All right. We gotta move on. There's so much to this. A materialistic woman is a very that's a very dangerous way to be. Let me get select, yeah. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. And then let me get 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. Actually, let me just get 1 Timothy 6 and 10. This just takes it back to that materialism. You sisters out there become extremely materialistic behind this damn Valentine's Day, and you brothers fuel that materialism. You understand? And it'd be a damn shame if you actually get what you deserve. Imagine that. We'll get into that real soon. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10.
Go ahead.
For the love of money.
For what?
For the love of money.
There go that love word again. Some of you sisters don't even love the cat that's giving you things. You just love the things that he gives you. You love his ability to give you things, not him. You understand? You don't love him. You love what he can do for you. What have you done for me lately? What he can buy? What like that's a dangerous game. Go ahead.
Is the root of all evil.
Listen, some of you sisters are gonna become real evil behind this lust for money. You understand? You're gonna love these things that he does and he can do, and it is going to make you a very evil, wicked woman. All right, and you should take heed because the Bible warns us against that behavior, man. You understand? Imagine the Bible has the solution to all our problems. Our sisters should not program themselves to demand these things. And you brothers damn for sure better not be so weak as to cower and submit to these demands, man. There will be February 15th, man. February 15th will be here. And everything will be all right. You brothers be strong out there, man, or else you're actually gonna get what you're looking for. All right. Let me see. And again, and here's what you better understand, right? Here's what you sisters better understand too. You could get a man with all the damn money in the world, huh? You get a man that give you all that Valentine's Day money, get all of that, the shopping sprees, the mansions and the cars. You don't think how many celebrities you know relationships fail? All the money in the world, yet and still she can't keep a man, huh? We got huh? Come on, man. Who we got? Who we got out here? Some of these celebrities having a hard damn time. that Michael Jordan having a hell of a time, huh? Shaquille O'Neal, hell of a time. All the money Michael Jordan got, his wife left him. You understand? And they did, a lot of them, damn, Offset and Cardi B, they both got plenty of dough, don't they? Am I tripping here? Damn. Wasn't enough roses on earth, huh? Wasn't enough flowers? Wasn't enough chocolates? Damn it. Who else we got? Some of these more notable joints. I don't know her. John Gaines. There's a lot of these celebrities. You go look them up, man. Oh, damn. Tory Lanez, bless his heart. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper got a little bit of money. You think he done bought some roses? Huh? Think that brother bought some roses? Well, him and his wife are no longer together. And they got 2 kids together. Huh? Come on, man. Here's what you sisters ought to do. Here's what you could do. And here's what you brothers can do. Let's get on the same page. Instead of agreeing to, you know what I'm saying, do this materialistic thing, let's get on the same page about what we believe, what we're going to celebrate, what we're not going to celebrate. Let's get on the same page about serving the God of the Bible, man, and taking back our culture, getting back to our traditions, the things that we do, instead of trying to live like the Romans and ending up in becoming freaking failed relationship experts. You understand? Becoming experts at failed relationships because you fail every relationship. Here's something that'll fix a relationship. Here's something that'll fix it. Let's get on the same page. A lot of these, another thing that's going to end a lot of these relationships, besides the money, is the notion that a man can't have another woman. In her mind, she had better be your last Valentine. You understand? Like, she had better be your one and only Valentine, or it is going to be curtains. When that idea is against the God of the Bible. You understand? That I wonder where that selfishness comes from. I wonder where they get the idea that they are just worth everything. You know what I mean? Like that they should just have everything you can afford, you give to them and only them. Shalom. I wonder where they get that from. I wonder what holiday promotes such a notion. Huh? In America, can a man have multiple Valentines? Huh? Is that huh? Any brothers thugging it out like that? Or well, I mean, I guess not openly, maybe secretly. Well, the God of the Bible is against that. The God of the Bible says a man can have as many women as he so chooses, but that comes with a responsibility. That comes with, rules. You understand? And it's not to be taken lightly. It's not for freak offs. That's not to go have freak offs. That's not to go, knock down every, lonely sister you come across. That's not what that's about. You understand? There's a better way to do that. And again, this is all biblical. It's in the Bible. This is condoned in the Bible, where Valentine's Day isn't. Maybe if we turn back to the God of the Bible, we'll have less breakups. You understand? Let me get just in case anybody online don't know that this is in the Bible. Let me get Deuteronomy 21:15. And then let me get Isaiah 4:1. Quickly, we're a little bit over. Oh, Shalakia. As a matter of fact, we're gonna hold both of those. You got to give me a second. We're gonna hold both of those. We are going to do. We'll come back to those. What about this? What about instead of materialism, let's do Ephesians 5:25. And let me get Proverbs 31:10, Baba Kashar. Whoever's got Ephesians, go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 25.
Go ahead.
Husbands, love your wives.
Husbands, love your wives, man. Read.
Even as Christ also loved the church.
Even as Christ loved the church, man. Christ ain't give the church flowers. You understand? Christ ain't let his wife worship other gods. You understand? Christ ain't let the church worship other gods. You understand? Christ didn't let us do things that would be counterproductive to our growth and development as people of a high moral standard and good character and conduct. He didn't let us do those things. He stopped us from doing those things. So you brothers, man, stop them sisters from celebrating this foolish holiday. Stop them. Do what Christ would do. You understand? Now don't go getting all physical about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just leave her empty-handed come the 14th of February. Just don't give her nothing. She'll be all right. She might whine and complain a little bit, but after a while, she won't think anything about February 14th next year or the year after. All right. She won't find herself in a state of depression every damn year. She has to scroll through and see and find herself envying what the heathens do, envying the traditions and the customs of the world. She'll be over it. She'll be grown. You understand? She'll be all grown up. It'll be good for her. All right. Let me get good Proverbs 31:10. Aliyah.
All right. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
A virtuous woman. Who can find a virtuous woman? Read.
For her price is far above rubies.
Now, this is a woman whose price is far above rubies. Does this mean you got to buy her? This woman, we had a class on this, maybe last month, on what a virtuous woman is. Where in Proverbs chapter 31 does it describe the virtuous woman as a woman who needs her man to buy her flowers? Was that in there? The woman that needs the man to shower her with gifts once a year. Huh? Needs him to get her roses and balloons and candy. Nah, virtuous woman is she goes and gets it. She goes and gets it and brings it home. You understand? If anybody's giving anybody roses, it's her giving it to him. That's a virtuous woman in the Bible. She is not for self. She is not about what did you do for me? She is not popping off and damn assaulting him because he came through the door without a dozen roses. She's not scratching his face and keying his car and slashing his tires. She's not doing that. Not a virtuous woman. Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. This is what we need in our relationships instead of the toxicity of materialism. and vain traditions and customs. Read.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Charity suffereth long.
That's what we need. We need charity in our relationships. Charity. What is charity? Anybody know what charity is? All of y'all?
You giving it somebody?
Yeah, it's when you're giving of yourself. It's not like the damn red kettle at Christmas time. You understand? This is different. This is the charity this is the righteous charity. This is love. You understand? This is true love. True love. Read.
And is kind.
Salakia, what does it do?
Suffereth long.
It does what?
Suffereth long.
It does what?
Suffereth long.
When you truly love somebody, you suffer. I pray you understand that. If you suffer, you endure, you are tolerant, you take it, and you don't give up, you don't quit, you deal with it. What about a little bit of that, huh? It's going to be a bunch of new irresponsible relationships that get started on Friday. It's going to be a lot of relationships that end on Friday. You understand? End because I didn't get chocolates. I didn't get roses. You didn't send it to my job. I don't have anything to post on social media. Damn you to hell. Get out. That's not charity. Suffer not having a damn box of chocolate. Who are you, Forrest Gump? You got to have a box of damn chocolate on Friday so you can what? Waste it? So you can waste it? The chocolate, I don't know where they get these chocolates from. These chocolates, you get that assorted box of chocolates. Half of those chocolates are disgusting. I'm sorry. I wasn't always in the truth. I would always have to kind of pick through and guess like a damn like a lottery. Like, damn, I don't want one that's full of that dark chocolate goo and just it's a joke, man. Suffer not having the damn chocolates. You understand? You know what else you sisters could learn to suffer? Suffer your man. Suffer the idea that your man could have another woman. Suffer that. Suffer that and never, ever be without a man. Never be without a man. If you can suffer that, your husband will never leave you. He'll never leave you. A lot of these celebrities that I read off earlier, infidelity. Shaquille O'Neal, wife left him because he had another woman. You understand? Michael Jordan, wife left him because he had another woman. You understand? Tiger Woods, another woman. You know what I mean? Goddamn J-Lo, another woman. Everybody's leaving their man because they got another woman. Well, damn, now you're without a man. You should maybe suffer that because the God of the Bible is okay with that. That is lawful in the Bible. If you can learn to suffer that, then damn, you won't be looking for a new Valentine every damn year. You'll have a man that is there to keep you warm year round, and you'll be fine. Your children will be fine. There will be no custody battles. There will be no goddamn domestic violence. Suffer that. Get you some of that. What will happen in time? You'll be at peace with it. You will realize it's not the end of the world. How do I know that a sister that these women will be okay? Because the man, because Shaquille O'Neal had other women the whole time. You know, it's not until it gets discovered that you feel like, oh my God, I can't tolerate this. No, you were you were tolerating it just fine until you had to go through the damn phone. till you found out you were fine. It's doable. It's possible. It's not that bad. You'll be all right. And now with that in mind, damn, now you're not so insecure. Now you're not so insecure. You're not so depressed. You're not so on edge thinking that any woman that walks by can take your man from you. No woman can take your man from you. If you understand that he can, if you accept that he can, if you suffer that he can have another woman, and you'll be all right. Because if he's going to have another woman, he still has duty and responsibility to you. But this, you know, this ownership of Valentine's Day, you're my Valentine. This is, I mean, you just get this stuff in your head, and the damn demons get the barking and woofing and turn you into a whole monster. Keep reading, number one.
And is kind.
It is what?
Is kind.
A lot of you sisters going to get pissed the hell off at your man if you even think he has another woman. You're going to treat him like garbage because you think he's out, doing something with someone else. You're going to be pissed the hell off. He come in the house, you barking and scratching him and crying and screaming and just angry and bitter. Where's the kindness? Where's the gentleness? Where's the charity? Read.
Charity envieth not.
It does what?
Envieth not.
It does what?
Envieth not.
Don't envy, man. Don't be jealous of these other jealousy. The spirit of Valentine's Day, jealousy, the competition, the spirit of competition. And I want to win. What's my prize? Him. I gotta have him. No one else. Yeah, you're struggling with love. You're struggling with love. All right. We're running out of time, man. We're running out of time. If anybody don't think that polygamy is in the Bible, I don't know. They got a program called Hooked on Phonics. You can, I think it's probably free now. You go ahead and get that, read the Bible. There's a few scriptures in there. Damn, a lot of men in the Bible had multiple wives. The Bible talks about if you have multiple wives, and the Bible also likens the kingdom of heaven as having 7 wives. It's not that bad. All right. So here's what you do on Valentine's Day. Instead of demanding gifts from the man you love, you understand, or the man you're interested in, wrap your head around the idea that, this Valentine's Day stuff just creates toxic relationships. It creates hurt women. You understand? Violent, dangerous women. There's another scripture that says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares. You understand? That damn Valentine's Day nonsense creates a woman who just becomes a demon over hearts. You understand? And she will ruin your life. You brothers on child support, you probably understand that right about now. You got those damn domestic violence charges where she done beat you half to death, and now you the one with the charges. You understand? That's it, man. We got to get up out of here, man. This is again, this Precinct Officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah with the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? We got the Passover coming up April 12th. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, Georgia. Go ahead and make your arrangements. You still got plenty of time. No excuses. You got over 2 months to get your affairs in order. All right. So with that, I want to say, how about Shem Yahushua Barakatham to all the Akim that tuned in? Yahushua Allah Than, but Shem Yahushua to the Akwathim that tuned in. Shalom, Israel.
Welcome to it now. Christ is also 5,000 year Mayada camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th. We got the lamb started. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commandant General Yohana.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our eyes from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man, it is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
The 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're